Centuries from Ackerman and Cosgrove put Leicestershire in total command on the first day at Derby. Even at this early stage of the season, this looked like a vital fixture for both these sides. Derbyshire began the game 9th in the Division 2 table. Leicestershire were just 1 place and 4 points better off. The rain had helped them hold Kent to a draw at Grace Road in their last game, but they desperately needed a first win of the campaign, and they made the right start, winning the toss and electing to bat in the Derbyshire sunshine. Paul Horton and Harry Dearden made a solid if unspectacular start, moving to 37 without loss from the first 15 overs, before a change of bowling did the trick for the home side. In his first over, Tony Palladino had Horton caught behind for 20. The bowler continued to cause problems as he found some useful swing, and he almost did for new batsman Colin Ackerman. And Ackerman survived another scare when Shiv Thakur touched Dearden's drive onto the stumps and almost had the South African run out backing up. Instead, Dearden's shot went for 4. The pair survived until lunch with no further alarms, and on a placid Derby pitch in perfect batting weather, it looked like a very good toss to have won. Leicestershire 77 for 1 at the interval, with Dearden 35 not out. Having taken the cautious approach before the interval, both batsmen looked to push on when play resumed. They succeeded in taking the total past 3 figures, but then Dearden flashed at a wide one from Tom Taylor and was caught in the gully for 46. That brought Cosgrove to the wicket, and with Ackerman well set, the skipper managed to up the tempo. They took turns to play the leading role. Cosgrove hit 5 boundaries in his first 22 runs, and then his partner took charge all the way to his half-century, which came from 89 balls with 9 fours. Derbyshire ran short of ideas and used 7 bowlers, but couldn't prevent the captain also reaching his half-century. Cosgrove's 50 also included 9 boundaries. The century partnership was reached as Leicestershire passed 200, and when tea arrived it was very clear which team was on top. The visitors 214 for 2 with Ackerman 81 not out, and having conceded a big total to Worcestershire here earlier in the week, Derbyshire needed quick wickets after tea to avoid doing so again. Those wickets didn't come, and instead the home side were forced to employ spin at both ends to try and stem the flow of runs. That didn't work either. Ackerman dismissed the notion of the nervous 90s by advancing down the track and hitting a huge 6 onto the pavilion balcony. Moments later, the South African cut Mendes away to post his maiden century for the county, off 149 balls with 15 fours and that one 6. Ackerman eventually fell to the first chance he'd offered in his innings, nicking Mendes to Wilson at slip for 118. Leicestershire 276 for 3, and Derbyshire needed further success. They took the new ball as soon as possible, only for Cosgrove to hit the first delivery with it for 4. That took him into the 90s, and soon after he hit 3 boundaries in a row, the second of which took him to his 10th 100 for the county. No real surprise that he'd done it here. In his last 4 innings at Derby, Cosgrove's lowest score was 95 not out. Sadly for Derbyshire, the skipper's new partner was immediately into his stride too. Ned Eckersley followed Ackerman's lead with a big 6, before reaching his 50 with a superb shot over mid-wicket for the 9th 4 of his innings. The batsmen's control was total, and inevitably they took Leicestershire to maximum batting points shortly before stumps. The pair added 76 from the last 10 overs of the day, and in all 201 runs were scored in that final session for the loss of just Ackerman's wicket. Cosgrove 137 not out overnight, Eckersley 77, 415 for 3 the score, and Leicestershire had made very good use of this batter's paradise. Derbyshire already under pressure yet again.